Hi, I'm Ken Ham, President of Answers in Genesis, the Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter, and we're here in one of the workshops that we have where they're building the exhibits for the life-size Noah's Ark, the life-size Noah's Ark that opens July 7. Go to arkencounter.com for more details about that. And a lot of work going on here right now, a lot of people working. Down at the construction site, we're averaging between 2 to 250 people a day, construction workers a day. They're doing a lot of work inside the Ark and on the grounds and outside the Ark and the roads, and then installing exhibits inside, finishing off the bow. There's a lot of work going on, getting ready for the July 7 first open day to the public. And so what I thought I'd do here, what they've actually done is set up a bay here, the size of the bay on the second floor of the Ark on the second deck, and they have another bay over here behind us, and they install the exhibits in here, or install mock-ups of the exhibits that we're going to be putting in the Ark so they can see how they're all going to fit. And this one here, they printed out just an ordinary printer, some of the sign. Of course, the signage, some of it's going to be backlit, and it'll really pop and be really nice. And so this is just a mock-up, but this is the animal care exhibit. Just to give you an idea, just one bay, there's 132 bays on the Ark. There's about 120,000 square feet of exhibit space. And so as we walk in here to the animal care exhibit, you can imagine if you're on the Ark, some of the exhibits you'll walk past, some you walk into, some are 2 and 3 bays in size, others go out into the Ark. There's just a whole range of things. And so as you walk in, you get an idea of what it's sort of going to be like. There's a sign here, animal care, how could Noah's family tend thousands of animals? And so we're actually answering that here. And then the small animals, food container. You can see over here some of the cages. These are the smaller cages. There's cages of all sorts of different sizes. You can see on the diagram here how they're set up, and it explains a bit more about it, about the small animals and how they're fed. So we actually have cages like this, so you can see inside here. These basically are working cages. They won't have live animals in them, of course, but it's to show people how they could be fed, how they could be watered, looked after. As we come over here, the reptiles and amphibians and all sorts of information that's going to have about how they could be looked after. And you'll also see actually props that they built that look like these diagrams here, actually have the pots, and they've actually made those here. So it's not just signs on the wall either. You'll be able to actually see a lot of these items that they've actually constructed. As we go over here, the picky eaters, whether it's the koalas, the bats, the anteaters, those with specialized diets. Over here, how could they deliver drinking water, remove animal waste, sustain fresh air, provide sufficient sunlight, and has all sorts of information here. And there's other information in other parts of the Ark too about how air could be distributed through the Ark, how they could collect water. There's just a lot of information. It's really helping people understand, you know what? This can be done. People actually do all sorts of things today, even in countries where they have to have animals in barns and so on, and how they collect waste and how they feed and water them. I mean, we've invented all sorts of systems in today's world, and there's no doubt that Noah and his family were highly intelligent. That's something else we're going to be doing, is challenging people's thinking in regard to Noah. He wasn't just some brute, person who really didn't understand much. I'm sure they were highly intelligent, had developed all sorts of technology. And so as we come around here, talks about the moon pool concept, and actually on deck 1 they're going to have a structure that looks like the moon pool. The idea of the moon pool is this big structure that has water in it, and so as the Ark moves, the water moves up and down, and it helps then to be able to cause air to move throughout the great ship. And so we're going to have information on that. Some of the ancient ships they found actually had such a structure, so why wouldn't Noah have had that? In fact, some of the technology could have been handed down even from Noah to some of these ancient cultures. And over here the large animals, water distribution. They've actually made these pots. You see the size of the person here. They've actually made these big pots here, and you'll actually see them in the Ark. And then this is just one exhibit, just one. And you're only seeing just a mock-up of the signage. You're not even seeing all of the props that'll be in there as well, the actual pots, the watering pots for various size animals and other items that they're going to have in here too. So as we come out of here, I'll just show you what they're working on right now here, because another one of the exhibits is going to be the Rainbow Covenant. You see the sign up here, the Rainbow Covenant, and over here we have some of the cabinetry that's going in there. This is just going to be another one exhibit, and it's going to be absolutely spectacular. There's a phenomenal mural that a very talented artist from Mexico did for us, and I've seen it, and it stands about 6-7 feet high, and it's probably 10 feet or more wide, probably wider than that, maybe 10 to 15 feet I'd say. And it is a massive mural, and it is so spectacular, all about the Rainbow Covenant. And what he did was he painted it, and then he aged it to look like it was an archaeological artifact that was dug up somewhere, and has the account of Noah after the flood, and the sacrifice scene, and the rainbow, and the ark, and so it goes on. So anyway, thought you'd be interested to see that. Work is well advanced on the exhibits. They're installing a lot of exhibits right now, moving ahead, and over the next 3 to 4 weeks they're going to install the rest of the exhibits. Now there'll also be work going on after the Ark opens, because we want to add to what we've got there, add some things in, and you'll be able to come back and see some new items as well over the next years as we continue to add to what's already there. And of course, once the Ark's open, we want to start phase 2 as well, the walled city. This is going to be a massive complex, and people are going to come from all over the world to see it. So go to arkencounter.com, find out more details, and get ready for our new attractions website that goes up in about a week's time. I'm signing off here from our Ark Encounter Design Studios in Hebron, Kentucky. We're about 10 minutes from the Creation Museum. And reminder that when you come to visit the Ark, make sure you get a ticket to visit the Creation Museum as well. 2 sister themed attractions, world-class attractions. People are going to come from all over the world to northern Kentucky, and they're going to be also vacationing here. A lot of other great things to do in this area: the Newport Aquarium, the Cincinnati Zoo, the Dayton Air Force Museum, which is the biggest in the world, the Kentucky Horse Park, Kings Island, Cincinnati Reds. A lot of things to do in this area. This can be your vacation destination. And of course the highlight, the life-size Ark, Ark Encounter, and then the Creation Museum. Signing off from Kentucky.